Hello everyone and welcome to Farming Simulator 19. Let's start a game today, and we are going to set a goal to net $1 million in the bank. So that is with no debt, $1 million in the bank, and then of course all of our land and tractors and whatnot. We're going to do start from scratch, so this will be the most difficult to get to that point, and we will see how it goes. So let's do Felsbrunn just because I like this map and get started. Alright, so we have nothing right now except $500,000, so we're halfway to our goal, except of course if we just sit here we will not actually earn any more money. So let's buy some land and some equipment and actually start farming. So if we go into our map here and go to lands, we can kind of see what is available. And we don't have a lot of money, so let's not buy anything too large. What's this? 128. This is a tiny bit of land for 107. This one's nice because it's large, but I like to have some grass if possible. That one's really large. We might do that one. I like 27, except then you only... Man, it's been a long time since I've played this, and this choice is like stressing me out already. Not really. 32 is... Let's just pick 26. That gives us a nice bit of farming land. It's 125. And then we can kind of buy these two on the other side of it when we have the capital. But I want to make sure we can afford farming equipment first. So 25 is over there. Let's go into the shop and buy a small tractor, probably, because we are... Well, we don't have a lot of money. So I don't mind spending money on tractors because they make the farming much faster. This one can also attach a front loader, so we don't have to buy a separate one of those. I kind of want to stick with John Deere just because those are new to Farming Sim 19. Not that Farming Sim 19 is new anymore. So let's... we probably shouldn't have messed with customizations yet, or you don't have enough money. Yeah, what's going on? I just want to buy this tractor. Yeah. Okay. So now we should be able to... Yes. Got our engine going. And our first piece of equipment. Whew. That's exciting. Okay, we have $250,000 left. And we need... Well, we need to see if we have... crop... Oh, we need a harvest... Oh boy. How much is a harvester? We may have to like start over. I may have overbought on some of this stuff. I could also lease for a little bit. I might have to just lease a harvester. How much is it to lease like a decent harvester for our first? 15 grand. Oh, okay. We might have to do that. Whereas this tractor is more permanent. So we need a sower. We won't worry about plowing right now. In fact, I hate plowing. So hopefully it doesn't upset too many people. But I'm going to go turn off the plower option if I can find it anymore. It should be here. Weeds, plant, withering, crop destruction, periodic plowing. No. Lime. Well, I haven't messed with that a lot. Let's do all the rest. Plowing is just obnoxious. It just takes too long and it's too finicky, and I absolutely despise doing it. So we're just gonna turn it off. Then I can have a more fun time. So if we find a sower, can you tell it's been about 1.5 years since I've played this game? Yeah, They have them all in categories now. So we need planter, seeder, and we need just, it's going to be a little guy. So this has 3 meter width, 3. How much is one with 6? 4. That's, why is that one so cheap? 76. We can't afford that at all. So this one also fertilizes, so we probably want that one. Let's do it. It's tiny, but it fertilizes. Here we go. Buy. A lot of steps to purchase a vehicle nowadays. So then we can at least plant and fertilize. And now let's, well, this is new to me. Landscaping. We'll mess with that later. We can buy a farmhouse later, which we'll want just for fun. Okay, so we need seed. Yep. Yes, I do. And we need solid. It took both, right? So we should be able to do one of each. Now, let's fill this up and see how much room we have left for more seed and fertilizer. So that should give us 1,000. So it's all coming back to me. All coming back to me now. Slowly but surely. And we'll get some fertilizer. Let's do, just because I don't want to come back here for a while, let's just fill this up. So we can do 2 of these and a fertilizer. And we hit R, and we just wait in the bottom right for it to fill. So the other nice thing about, oh gosh, wrong way. Unless I'm completely about to misspeak, let me check. I was going to say at least we're close to our piece of land from the shop, which is kind of true. If we would have bought 29, we would have been right there. That probably would have been a better purchase. But it's too late now. You know, once you buy land in life, you're stuck with it. I don't think we can sell it. Oh, we could, but we only get, oh gosh, yeah, that'd be a waste of like $90,000. So, all right. So I skipped ahead a little. Just it's kind of a long drive, and here we are at our nice field. I also could have checked crops here, because you can look at growth, and I should have done that. I didn't. So I know that we are ready to harvest this, and I just kind of forgot to check it. So let's look at our harvesters again, and see what we want to do. So our money is 216,000. So we could buy a tiny harvester and header. I don't like leasing because it's just because you don't own it, and that bothers me. So we'll probably start with just this nice New Holland, this little guy here. I'm looking at the, yeah, this holds more. Okay, so we need a TX32 header. So let's buy this. I'm just going to go all in and do it. And the other thing about owning is that you can always sell it back when we want to upgrade a bit. And now we go to our headers. TX32, so just a little 4 meter, that's okay. And oh, that's expensive. Wow. All right, we have 84 grand left. Let's Oh, we also need a tipper. Because we need to unload this. But those are cheap. If we buy, I think this one holds a little more. No, this one holds more. But one of I think these can connect with each other. Yeah, they connect to other HW80s. So if we buy this one, I guess these all connect. But this one's cheap. So if we buy one of these, we can buy a second one later and chain them together. So it's a pretty cheap, easy upgrade. And this one, you can see the front of this, and I'm sorry if I'm misspeaking, but this one will be more stable and easier to connect because it has this like triangle front, whereas this one just has a straight bar, and so they get really finicky and wobbly. From what I remember about this game. Again, could be completely wrong, but I do like the blue. I don't mind that. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay. Gotta go with that, even if it costs $4,000 for that color. Ooh, wish I would have saw that. So now, another thing people might dislike, and I do apologize, but it is going to happen. I'm going to reset this bad boy to the shop. Does something bad happen in this game when you reset? Wait, what did I just reset? Maybe I hit the wrong button. Usually, I thought this reset to the shop, but I may be thinking of cannot return because I'm in it. Yeah, I should read the words. Reset. That should go to the shop. And then I can just saves me a lot of traveling time, and when you do that over and over and over again, it's like, why not? I guess in my brain, that's what I think. So now we can get our little harvester, and we can hire a worker and get him going on our harvest of... I didn't look at what we're growing. It looked like wheat. No. Oh no. Oh no, I messed all this up. They're sunflowers. I didn't even look. And I don't think this harvests sunflowers. Let's see. Headers. No. No, it does not. This does. But I don't know if our... Let's lease this. That's a cheap lease. We'll back this bad boy back up. And we'll see if this can attach that header. Sometimes they are good about fitting other headers. Sometimes they're not. Let's cross our old fingers. Come on. Ooh, I should have backed up way more. Oh, okay. Ooh. It was a scary moment. So we just have to make sure when we're done with this header, we return it to the shop and not continue leasing it. Otherwise, we just continue spending money that we really, really can't afford to spend right now. So what else do we need? Basically, for this harvest, we'll be able to harvest it. We'll be able to put it into our trailer or tipper, and then for next, and then we'll need to sow. Well, we need to cultivate. We'll have to check if the sower also cultivates. Some of them do. I don't think the one I bought does, so we'll have to buy a cheap cultivator. We won't worry about fertilizing, we won't worry about lime or any of that. We'll probably buy a weeder because those are pretty cheap, and then we should be able to get a pretty decent yield on our next planting of wheat or canola or whatever. So anyway, let's get to the farm and start a worker. Okay, so we have our sunflower. We're going to unfold. lower, turn on, and let's see if we can turn this decently enough to get our first harvest. And I'm not sure what sunflowers go for, but hopefully we'll get a few $1,000s to play with. And then let's hire a worker. That should do it. And we'll have to look at the top right and kind of keep an eye on our money and see how much the worker will cost us. If we keep time pretty slow, and we will have to figure out like a time, like a constant time. I probably won't want to just go back and forth like between 15, 30, 60, 15. We'll probably set it at like 30, maybe, and then just leave it. But not right now, because right now, you basically, if I remember correctly again, and if I make a mistake and notice it, I'll correct myself. But you pay the worker by the hour. So if you keep the time slow, then obviously you won't reach, we won't reach 10 o'clock for a very, very long time, like almost probably 20 or 30 real-time minutes. No, that's bad math. About 8 to 10 minutes. So if we just keep it slow, we won't reach that, so we won't have to pay him like hourly. Whereas if we were at 120, we'd have to keep paying him. And we can actually test that, I guess, right now. If I just go to 120 and we let that roll over to 10. I'm also just curious what the hourly rate is for a worker in this mode, since we're on kind of like the quote-unquote hardest difficulty. Oh, I cannot see that. $39 an hour. So I think what we'll do after this harvest is we'll set the time speed to 30, and we'll just sort of leave it unless we're like in an episode where we really need to rush, and I can always speed it up. But manipulating it too much is, one, it's just sort of annoying to like deal with, and two, it does feel a little cheap. And I know that's coming from the guy who resets his tools and turns off plowing, but play the game how you want, right? That's why it's fun. That's why it's a simulator. Now we should be able to take off this cover, and let's see how much sunflower we have ready for us. And then we'll probably just sell it today and call it an episode, but that should still be a while. Because we need to look at prices, we need to look at where to sell it. We don't even have silos if we wanted to keep it, but we don't want to keep it because we really need money right now. And it looks like 2,200 sunflowers. And if we look at our prices, sunflowers, we have nothing in storage because we have no storage. It's actually a pretty good price. If we take it to the grain elevator or the Port Southeast or the train station mill. So which one's closest? Train station mill's right there. What was the other one? The port. Okay. So let's do train station mill. That's one of the highest prices. I think it was lower by like $1. Where are we? Sunflower. $13.26. It's $1 cheaper. Port Southeast is, yeah, okay. So let's go south and just sell it. Usually I would wait till I'm full of sunflower, but I just kind of want to see. I just want money. So let's do one more pass since he's turning around anyway, and then we'll go sell and at least feel like we've earned a little bit of money today instead of just spending 430,000. But I do like the size of this field. I think that's gonna help us out in the long run. Once we get some larger equipment, because right now it's just gonna be kind of a grind, which I figured. That's why I set the goal to 1 million and not 10 million or something. But I was thinking about coming back to starting a Let's Play, which I haven't done since I think 2018. I think the last Let's Play I did was actually Farming Sim 17, so I don't think I've ever done one for 19. And one thing that always happens is I'll play for some episodes, 20, 30, I'm not sure what number I've gotten to the highest, but I'll play for a couple dozen episodes, and then I just sort of fall off, because that's kind of this game, right? Like, there's no ending credits, there's no finish line. You just sort of play, and at a certain point you're like, that was good, and then you move on to a new map or a new mod or something. So I was like, I just need a goal. That way I know what to shoot for, we know what we're shooting for, we'll have an end goal, and then we can decide if we want to start a new game with a different goal or what have you. So I think $1 million, no debt. So basically it's not quite a net profit of $1 million, or a net worth of $1 million, because the net worth of $1 million would also take into account all of our assets, which would be if we sold all our land, all our vehicles, all our equipment. And I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to worry about, does the bank show $1 million and is there no debt? So we will see how long it takes to get there. But for now, we are on our way because we just earned $4,500. So we basically paid for the paint job of this trailer, which I feel good about. This trailer looks nice. It was definitely worth all of that money, and no regrets there. I think we have a good piece of land. We own all of our equipment outside of the sunflower header, which, oh boy, which we're not going to plant sunflowers for a long time anyway, so I'm not too worried about owning that header. And I think that is going to be episode 1 of however many it takes to get to $1 million. And I know some of you are also laughing at that, because I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that have like 100 million in the bank. That's not what we're going for. 1 million. That sounds good to me. So yeah, let me know if you think it's doable. How long you think it'll take. I'm thinking I bet it'll take 30 to 40 episodes at this rate. Maybe more, but yeah, we'll see. It's a good goal. All right, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Leave some comments if you have any feedback for me or this episode or what have you, or just say hi. Like and subscribe if you would like to. And of course, as always, have yourselves a very nice day.